It's
You're a
now.
liar.
It's
You're
now.
a horrible liar, misleading me about when the stream starts.
Well, it started now.
And we are back in Div 4, aka Epic Cup, because some Div 5 are in it now. Yay. And who are we watching?
Owl Exterminators versus Sloth Highlords. So.
Are Sloth Highlords the reincarnation of Sloth Sanctuary?
Not at all, no.
Okay.
So Div 4 versus Div 5. Sloth Highlords. Looking at this, they don't have anything to play for. Unless someone, forfeits, drops out, then losing the first two matches of the group stage, no hope of reaching the knockouts.
So they are playing for pride.
Playing for pride. Owl Exterminators, they need a win.
Oh, so they can potentially deny Owl Exterminators getting through, can they?
Yeah, so they still have it all to play for. We'll see what happens there. So we've had the map bans.
Volskaya, Braxis, or Brex, apparently, Sky Temple, and Garden. Garden isn't in rotation. Towers of Doom. That is the full summary of the map bans. Okay.
Nicely done.
Looking at it, Dragonshire wasn't banned.
No,
and that's been picked 7 times by Alex
and that's where we're going first.
Well, I think that was an oversight in the banning phase.
Possibly.
You might have just brought yourself in for a little bit of pain here. Picked it 7 times, 85% win rate. Fair to say they have a strategy here.
Yeah, I think they played Dragonshire last time we watched them, I recall.
Do you remember what the strategy was then?
I'm just having a look. I'm trying to figure out which.
Dragonshire has never been picked
this
by Sloth Highlords either.
Okay. Against Tired Goats? It was. Dragonshire, okay. Mal'Ganis, Rexar, Raynor, Orphea, Anduin. So. We shall see what gets through the draft. I'd be surprised to see Rexar get through again, but you never know.
I'll be surprised to see Anduin get through.
That's true.
13 times?
Yeah.
Over 50% pick rate for Owl Exterminators.
Yeah, we know, we mentioned the Anduin last time we cast them, and then it's only been banned twice, so.
Obviously, people are just thinking they can counter it, pick up enough CC, try to deal with it.
There's a reason we call him Bandwin.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's just so tilting. When he just shuts down a nice engage.
Yeah.
Oh, not about that. Like.
Screw that guy.
And look, I mean, Sloth Highlords have played Anduin 7 times themselves, so they might, if they've got first picks, might try to let it through and pick it up.
Yeah.
It's rare you see an Anduin prioritise, but
that's
no
true.
harm in it.
No. So, looking at Sloth Highlords, their spicy pick, which we've seen from them quite a lot before, is Cho'Gall, who has had a recent buff. Now, they have a 100% win rate over 5 games with him this season. 100%. But they've been banned out 6 times each.
And L3's just been buffed. I mean, you just don't deal with it, do you?
Definitely not. That's...
I'm trying to work out what map they might have played it on. Because they've not got any maps with... Oh, they've got Battlefield of Eternity with 100% win rate, but like, they've only played on it once. So they don't. It's obviously not like we play Cho'Gall on one specific map.
Yeah.
Maybe on 2-lane maps by the looks of their kind of maps they have a better win rate on.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Oh, we shall see. I think in all likelihood it'll just be banned out, but you never know. Owl Exterminators might be happy to face it.
Tychus has just been tweaked a bit, so maybe you let it through and give the Tychus a go.
Possibly.
Are we yet to have a May game that we cast?
Yeah, we've not seen her played. Saw
I
a band. We
mean,
saw a band once, I think,
once,
and that's
but
it.
against a team that really did not look like they were going to pick her.
Correct. So fingers crossed for May. May she be played tonight.
I find it highly unlikely. People don't seem to like it as much as us. Just there's crossover on the tanks as well between both teams, both of them liking Johanna. I mean, to be fair, our Exterminators have pretty diverse hero pools by looks. I mean, they've got a few heroes they've played a lot, but like tanks and stuff they've got several options, several ranged assassin options. He's played every support pretty much. Underwin's 13 times, Rhaegar 4. So perhaps just look for support choke. Deckard 4 times, 75% win rate. Anna 3 times, 66% win rate. Yeah, perhaps quite hard to target ban that.
Yeah. A clear preference, but lots of backup options that seem to be just fine. Just waiting on the teams to ready up for draft.
Yeah, voice problems, I guess.
Yeah, I think Sloth Highlords have 1, maybe 2 subs. So they're just trying to sort out voice with them. I wonder if they're both the Cho and Goal are playing today.
So you wonder if who will be playing today?
If both the Cho and the Goal are here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Might be a happy couple split up.
Maybe.
Maybe at this stage of the season when they know they're not going to get through, that's why they've now got the subs coming in. A bit less motivated to play the final games.
Yeah, quite possibly. Like I said, they've got nothing to play for, so but it's hard to tell what sort of mindset they'll go into it with. If they're gonna just try and get one win just for pride, or if they're gonna meme it up a bit. Because if you do stray away from the normal and you do meme it up a bit, that can catch your opponent off guard. So you never know.
Well, the other thing is obviously if you've got 2 subs, you could just end up playing completely different heroes to what your kind of past record shows.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might be thinking Banner Johanna against them that they've played 10 times, and then find that the tank's the sub, and they're going to pick Diablo and will stun the hell out of you.
Yeah. Start the betting now. Forget.
I was just about to ask about that. Now, obviously, I think I know who I want to bet on before we've seen the drafts, but as is our favourite little rule for ourselves, we've got to go purely off preferred draft rather than
Yeah, of course.
bias.
Rexar banned out, no surprise there.
Is it a hero that they play though? Yeah, 4 times.
Yeah,
they did. Win rate.
Yeah, they played it last time we saw them on Dragonshire, so.
In fact, yeah, Dragonshire, Rexar, Cassia, and Diablo all picked 4 times, all with 100% win rate. So that might have been quite telling of what has been their strategy on this map.
Yeah. So there goes a goal ban.
Okay.
Ganis.
And there's Johanna.
Oh, what do you think they'll prioritise here then?
I think Anduin. But
Steal
again, we
away.
don't know. Yeah, I think I'd just do a denial pick on the Anduin. It's a nice support to have yourself. Your player plays it. They get Tassadar, which they have prioritized this season. They picked him 10 times. He's only rocking a 40% win rate for them, though, so it's not infallible. To be fair as well, looking at our Exterminators comps, they've got plenty there that could pressure the task.
Yeah.
Like a Bloodlust Rhaegar. Yeah, it's probably why I would have gone with that. Looking at their heroes.
So we were talking about subs making a difference, and if I'm not mistaken, Galgar, who's selected the Hassadar, is one of the subs. So you mentioned they've only got a 40% win rate, but maybe
I can ignore that stat.
maybe this is a different style of Tassadar. Who knows? Maybe he plays a different build. We shall see.
Oh, just looking at the betting in chat, Zoro the boss. That's just put 260 points on our Exterminators. Now it's almost
260. That's so many.
That's quite a lot. I mean, it's everything he had.
I mean, we stick to 100. So I like to play it safe.
He's put it all on the line. Time to put 1,000 on B and just.
So yeah, ETC Anduin picked up 2 good picks. Could be some light bomb synergy there with the power slide. Greymane banned out against Sloth Highlords. That one of their most picked heroes.
I don't think it was.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, it's not. Played twice, 50% win rate. So
it's a bit unusual, but okay.
Maybe they know one of the subs plays it?
Yeah, possibly. But, well, both of the subs have picked up a hero so far, but yeah, maybe. Garrosh is banned out, and they respond with Imperious or Fear.
Main tank Imperious?
Looks like a main tank Imperious if Deadly Kitten's playing it. Unless they're planning to swap, so we've seen plenty of main tank Imperious in our last few casts, so.
Do you think that's why they banned the Greymane? Just to obviously help that main tank out a bit?
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. That makes sense.
Lunara?
Lunara and an offlaner who's going to be Dahaka. Okay. Nice on this map if you play it right. And then we need an offlaner or a main tank if they're going to swap and have Imperious on the offlane.
I think it's going to be an offlaner, but I don't know with the Vexar ban what it's going to be. Having looked through their heroes, maybe Leorc, Sonya. It's nice. I'm going to be interested to see what Dahaka build he goes for.
If he goes for a normal one or your build, you mean?
Well, I don't know which is my build because I go for a couple. I'm still a big fan of race car. I'd probably go race car against this, but I don't know because obviously going for like Dark Swarm build, which is my other build that I go for. I don't know if that's the more popular one still. Pretty good against teams that are grouped up, and obviously Imperious, Sonya, Rhaegar might get a lot of value of that.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see. Do you want to place your bet first?
I want you to place your bet first. Do you believe in that Dahaka? Thinking about it.
I'm worried about that bloodlust. I'm thinking, what do they have to defend themselves against getting stomped by a bloodlust? I'm gonna bet for B. I like the Dahaka pick.
Okay, I'm gonna join the
Sloth Highlords.
Join the masses and bet against you.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Lunara as well, as you may already know. I don't think we play her often enough. I think she's quite nice on this map. She's going to get good vision. She's good at rotating. She's good at getting the camps. We'll have to see. So on the left, we have Owl Exterminators with Deadly Kitten playing Imperious. Ashton Darai playing Orphea. Jigoku playing Sonya. No Scope Ninja playing Cassia. And Fallop playing Rhaegar.
And on the right hand side, we have Sloth Highlords, we have BW Bloody on Dahaka, we have Colitis on Anduin, Seashell on Lunara, and the 2 subs, Strider on ETC, and Galgar on Tassadar.
There's never going to be a team where everyone has easy names. We need Gary the Gosh back again.
Yes, good old Gary. Got beat by him the other day as well in unranked. I like Gary.
So the hackers straight at top starting to soak while you've got 5 men mid. Trying it out, but no huge amount of value from that first fight. Exterminators clearing out the lane much quicker though and starting to rotate to bot. So they're considerably ahead on the rotation. XP is being missed by Sloth Highlords. They got 2 of the globes, so not as bad as it could have been. Cassia was heading mid but decided to come back, try to get this fight. I think Imperius had faith he was going to land a spear there but changed his mind.
Yeah.
Cassia's getting mid, and Rhaegar's going to go straight to the siege camp. No. He's not.
Look like it.
Rotating safely,
They're going to the bruiser
camp instead. So mixing it up a bit, get that pressure in the top lane, help Sonya out.
Let's have a quick look at builds. It all looks standard from what I can tell. So the hacker's gone for tissue regeneration. What do you make of that?
I believe this is the meta pick.
Meta, okay.
I don't pay much attention to the meta though, so I might be wrong. Extra health, just gonna help him out a bit.
Yep. So Sloth Highlords getting the early sort of double cap. Unlikely to be able to get it.
If they try to kill Imperius, he's in trouble. They don't have the confidence. Don't have the confidence right now. And they lose the channel.
So the hacker's going to have to clear out the bruiser camp on top. He's going to have to back off the shrine while they do that. Meanwhile, Cassia takes a lot of damage. Nice force wall, and she goes down.
But
meanwhile,
no price to pay for the first Dragon Knight, that's for sure. So first Dragon goes the way of our Exterminators. Let's see what value they can get from this. I mean, this early on, it's obviously not that powerful. That Lunara is going to do a lot of damage to it.
Definitely.
And it's not backed up by his team. So Imperius pushing him in alone in the Dragon Knight, and it's half health gone already. And I mean, our Exterminator is obviously choosing to get a bit of soak in bot, so that's going to help them out a bit on the XP front. They got Siege Camp pushing in, but Dragon Knight coming down with no health, so providing very little help. The hacker's looking to gank on mid, and seeing no opportunity now heads back up to continue his fight with Sonya. I need to quickly...
Okay. So both teams heading towards level 7 here. Cassia's might be caught out again in the middle here. Very nice damage coming out. No hope of escape. No electric. Is it electric fence? Tested at level 4. I've gone for that, but doesn't seem to matter. Every time they've locked down Cassia, she's had no real hope of escaping. So
yeah, I mean that Lunara Tassadar damage is something pretty scary to worry about, and if Anduin can land his roots following up on ETC, that's obviously quite a substantial CC chain as well. So there's plenty there to give our Exterminators kind of pause for thought. They're certainly being very cautious. In fact, I'd say both teams have been fairly cautious so far. None really big fights. Oh, nice displacement by the ETC just to peel for Lunara.
yeah. Do you think Owls are sort of waiting out of it? Maybe waiting for the bloodlust before they start being too aggressive? Maybe they're just playing the macro. They got the first objective without getting a kill. So,
if I remember correctly, in the last game, our Exterminators were very good at just deciding when to take the engages when they had their ults.
And... Ooh, Lunara's in trouble here. Caught out by the Cassia.
Do not underestimate that Cassia damage. And Anduin's going to go away there.
Yeah. So it's come at a bit of a bad time as the objective's about to spawn. Cassia's just soaking some XP mid.
I I think when our Exterminators haven't played that aggressive on you so far, I think it just caught the Lunara by surprise that the Cassia was then coming forward and chasing her on the rotation.
Definitely.
She'll certainly rotate safer next time. Not
Looks
much
like
more.
Owls are going to get another objective here.
Yeah, again, fairly uncontested. I think this might be obviously with having 2 subs in your team as well, but a bit more attention to the macro and to the strategy that's going on. I mean, Sloth Highlords have only played on this map once this season, so they might not as well be used to just the timings and keeping an eye on who's controlling the objective.
Yeah. I mean, we are terrible at it ourselves, aren't we? Aren't we all?
Sorry, they have played on it 3 times, sorry, but they only won.
Okay. Yeah, we know how hard it is to coordinate on this map. You have to talk to each other, and it's awful, isn't it?
And pay attention to the numbers of the enemy teams, who's in what lane from them, so you know if someone's going to be sneaking to a point or to the middle.
Yeah. So both teams hit level 10. They didn't really get much from that Dragon Knight either, did they?
No.
Got the middle towers, bit of damage on bottom, but that's about it.
Yeah, I suppose it's that Lunara damage that you've got to watch out for. She can really do a lot of damage to the Dragon Knight. So even when you're pushing in between the fort towers and a bit of Lunara chunking away at you, you've got a really heavy team backing up.
Nice
Parasite
damage.
on Imperious, who's half health. I mean, you've got a really nice CC chain there. And they did a good job at just dissuading him from the fight. I think his team must have heard the burrow from the Dahaka and warned them to back out.
Only angelic ornaments used in terms of heroics, so...
Yeah, and he did need to use that. He was feeling the pressure. He needed that extra shield.
Yeah. So Imperious is a bit more vulnerable for another 40 seconds or so. They could look to exploit that here.
Oh, nice power slide.
Is the Force Wall coming in? Oh, not in time.
So two-thirds of the CC chain were there, and they put a lot of damage on him. So he's been forced to back, and they are pushing bottom hard now. They're going to get the well, no problem at all. And they're now heading up to mid. Sonya could be in trouble, but Anduin leading the charge, so I don't think it's going to happen.
So the Owls have picked up the Bruiser camp just in time for the objective. Be nice to see Sloth Highlords pick up theirs, maybe, just to help Dahaka out in top, because that's how they lost the first objective. The Owls are going to pick up the bottom camp as well, so...
Oh, here comes an interesting fight. ETC coming in the back, gets perfectly stunned by Imperious.
Nice mosh pit.
And Bloodlust. ETC is interrupted by the Cassia.
Gets pulled out by Anduin. Nearly gets killed by Imperious. Sonya's here as well. Everybody gets out alive. Meanwhile, Dahaka's clearing the camp at top. So
yeah, I was going to say, Dahaka obviously now getting a chance to get less pressure in his lane so he can recover a bit. But I'm not quite sure which team will be happiest with the outcome of that fight. I mean, you survive a Bloodlust, so that's always a relief.
Yeah.
Bloodlust happens and no one dies. But you also had a nice mosh pit with that Orphea and not enough follow-up on that to actually seal
yeah,
the
it was just a bit too deep, I think, for them to go in.
Yeah.
But, Dahaka trying to fight off Sonya on top. He's going to struggle there, isn't he?
I was going to say, we've seen it already in this game. This Dahaka is not winning against the Sonya. So, to a certain extent, I think he's better to just... I mean, she's actually just left lane. She's going to heal up on the minions. But
Valkyrie on ETC. He gets light bombs. Nice damage on Imperious.
Only the Imperious, but yeah, they've done a chunk of damage to him. So they can still look at taking this fight. I know light bomb's down, but you've got...
They've got Archon.
Yeah.
Help out a lot of damage.
There you go. Wisp going up and scouting out mid, so they're going to try to capture the Dragon Knight here, but they're not going to get the chance without having a team fight first.
No. Sonya's going to capture top to take off the pressure. Nice damage on Imperious. He pops his ult. And he's going in, not out.
Going in, not out, yeah. Cassie is also engaged, and there's a CC on ETC, and no one's peeling enough for this Anduin right now. They do manage to deter the Cassia, and they look for the counter engage possibly. Lunara's chasing Cassia down to bot.
Yeah, mosh pit's about to come up.
No health. Can we check this Lunara Cassia and bot? Lunara's winning that easily.
So Imperious needs to be careful here. He's a bit far forward. He's not got his ult.
Go. There's power slide. But yeah, enough pressure from the Cassia to scare everyone off. Light Bomb gets the Cassia. Tassadar misses the follow-up though. Oh, I mean, lots of just trying to poke at each other, trying to get that kill. I think the frustration now, if you're Sloth Highlords, just thinking, how do we get someone other than the Imperious in the CC chain?
Yeah, definitely.
They need someone else to kind of lay a foot wrong so that they can then take advantage of it.
Yep. Anduin being aggressive now with the root. ETC's a bit far behind.
Yeah. Phase
Power
here
slides
now.
in. Here's the mosh. Oh. Free man mosh. It does get interrupted.
Got an Orphea and a Sonya to deal with. I mean, Imperious is backing it out. Anduin pulls the... Well,
Dahaka's here. He's turned up just in time. Can he get the Cassia kill? Not quite.
I would say Dahaka turned up just a little bit.
Orphea's in trouble.
Orphea getting the greed.
Yeah, I think Dahaka had already backed because he was out of mana, so he was waiting for his mana to come back up. Then he burrowed in, and it was just too late. But they did get the Orphea kill, so worth it in the end.
When that Dahaka came in, it baited his own ETC forward, so I was really concerned ETC was going to die. But yeah, it looked for a second there like he was going to turn up and cause a landslide of kills, but sadly it didn't happen. So
despite having a hero advantage, Sloths can't capture the objective. Sonya's stalling the Dahaka on top. She's in a bit of trouble, but here's Imperious.
Scare the Dahaka. Look at that damage from the Imperious on him.
Here comes ETC Tassadar.
Imperious
could be in trouble.
So Imperious is in a lot of trouble here. Lunara's arrived, Dahaka gets the tongue, and that is a dead Imperious. However,
we go to mid.
Good
interrupt there.
Just saves that.
Yep, Lunara's going to get top.
I think that was just a bit of frustration for Orphea there, putting that damage on on Anduin.
So 15 seconds without Imperious, both teams level 16.
Lunara's coming down to mid, and she's going to look for the capture, so hopefully she has the sense to avoid the gank. She got the Wisp out, so she knows there's 3 there against her. She's got to wait for her teammates to come and help.
Yeah, you need to be careful of Valkyrie.
Has to stay top, but you've got 3 men coming up now to her. They're going to beat Imperious there, so they're looking for the kill on the cat. On nice cleanse, saves the Cassia. Orphea in the back line. She's coming in fairly low health though, so here's the light bomb. Interrupts, well, saves them a second from the Bloodlust, and that's going to be enough to disengage. Archon comes out, and Bloodlust has now gone back on cooldown. So yeah, they survive a Bloodlust with a very lucky light bomb, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, the light bomb was cast before the Bloodlust was. It was then good for the ETC to get 3 people stunned. The Cassia in trouble there. Power slide, Tassadar damage comes out, but instead of backing out, she goes in. ETC mosh pit getting interrupted, and he gets killed. So yeah, Imperious killing Lunara, ETC getting in trouble and dying as well, and Dahaka, who obviously must have burrowed down, even though I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Left alone now in bot lane. Too late for the party.
So Owls pick up the objective.
That might die here.
We might see some serious structure damage for the first time in this game. Still quite low kills, 3 kills to 4, so it feels like it should have been a lot more. There's been a lot of close fights.
Constantly fighting. Always that back and forth trying to get the kills, but yeah, people are always just able to walk away. Poking that little bit of damage. Just having a quick look at talent choices. Nothing too outrageous, I don't think.
No. So they get 2 forts so far. Looking to get keep wall at a minimum. Valkyrie misses. So Dahaka's top. So it's a 5v4 for the Owls at the moment. Nice slide on Sonya, but she gets cleansed. Imperious takes a lot of damage, has to pop his ult. But he's going to be okay. Here comes Dahaka now. Imperious heard him come in, scares him away with his ult.
Tongue on the Sonya though, but the Tassadar Q misses. ETC gets the power side, and Sonya is definitely going to die here. That was nice. I mean, the Dahaka burrowed in, got that bad, managed to get a kill. I would like to say that I question the Tassadars build. Certainly
Okay.
not what I would go for.
Mhm.
But I mean,
We don't let you play Tassadar, so
I could be
you know.
persuaded wrong. As a main tank, who am I to say if the assassins are picking the wrong talent? Say.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play assassins, so I don't know either, to be fair.
Chat,
So,
tell us if this Tassadar build is wrong.
so Bruisers and Siege Camp picked up from the Sloth Highlords. They're going to melt this fort on bot. They're going to steal the Siege Camp as well. Try and put some pressure on the keep wall. They've got a Bruiser Camp pushing top, so will need to respond to that.
I mean, it's nice to see that obviously they got that kill advantage and they are making use of it and they're putting
Definitely,
a bit
yeah.
of pressure on. But again, just the kind of macro decisions sometimes are a little bit questionable.
Both teams going to hit level 20 roughly the same time before the objective spawns anyway, which will be in just under 30 seconds. So,
do you know what I don't feel like we've seen?
Mm-hmm.
The crushing jaws from Orphea. I feel like the Orphea has hit someone with it every time, but the team hasn't hugely followed up.
A few times it's been on the ETC when he's mosh pitted. Like, it's interrupted it quite a few times, so it's not got the sort of conventional value that you'd expect from it, but I think it has been very useful in the fights. Like, it's just not been the big... Yeah, a bit more defensive.
Not looking at it like that.
Yeah, it's been kind of like that, so it's not been wasted. It's got its value, it's just different. So, Sloths need to get to the point soon. Well, you need a quick capture for the Owls.
And they get it, so that's not a problem. I think the hacker is obviously just got to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, it doesn't have a fort to fall back on there.
Hopefully
The Owls are coming down now.
He hasn't necessarily seen people.
Ooh,
could see a fight in mid here. If they go for the Dahaka, yes, and then
okay, both CCs missed.
Making the right decision just to run away there. When he went for the Dahaka, he was well extended. Cassia's looking at the back line, being quite aggressive in the positioning.
Just a bit of poke from each side for now. We'll just have to see if a spear or a tongue hits, and that's when the fight will start, really.
I mean, there's the hacker in a bit of trouble, but he's healing up. Archon's up.
Here's Bloodlust.
Here's the Bloodlust, and the
Lunara.
Cassia gets Lunara instantly deleted. Imperius is putting pressure on them, but that's all they need.
Orphea's in big trouble.
I was about to say that's all they need and they're backing out, but Orphea got the greed. So went back in.
Yeah. Owls have used all the heroics. Moshpit's still up for the Highlords. Cassia might be in a bit of trouble here. She gets rooted. Stunned. Here comes the hacker.
Not the damage there, unfortunately. Just arrived.
The hacker's in a bit of trouble here. Might need some help from ETC.
I was going to say, Imperius is putting enough pressure on ETC to keep him distracted.
Well, let's see a big mosh.
Double kill here. The hacker's down. They're going to turn on the ETC straight after that. How is he still alive? Nice mosh. That's a nice defensive mosh there.
Yep. Oh, the hacker goes down.
Dies, followed by the ETC. And the win gets away, but she pulls in the Tassadar, who nearly killed her, to be fair. But they are going to get this Dragon Knight, and this is a bad time for them to get the Dragon Knight now.
Yeah, there was just a moment there where I thought ETC could have gone for like a mosh pit a little bit earlier, maybe got 2, maybe 3. And I feel like they just left it a bit late. I think they should have taken that fight while Orphea was dead.
They're going to what keep? They're definitely going to get the keep. I don't see how they fail in doing that.
Yeah.
But it becomes a question of looking at the core. 25 seconds on the ECC.
They've got Bloodlust, they've got Sonya, they've got Cassia. I think they can definitely go for the core as long as they don't get picked off too.
I would probably Bloodlust now to get through the keep as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
I mean, it's the extended Bloodlust, I presume. Yeah, so it lasts forever. There's Lunara in a lot of trouble from Cassia. I suppose this is why we've seen so many teams banning Cassia out. I know we're not huge fans of her. Archon coming out in an attempt to defend. The Dragon's half health, so they can do it. Lunara is focusing the Dragon while Tassadar zones. and ETC chasing the rest of the team away.
Yeah, I expect.
Just kick that Archon away, so that should go back on cooldown fairly
Ooh,
soon.
ETC goes down. Light bomb
Hacker
couldn't
in
save him.
trouble. Hacker's gone. Lunara's in trouble as well. Sonya's hitting the core.
Bloodlust hasn't been
Dragonite's
used.
gone,
There
but
it
it is
is.
another. Archon's gone down, so they've lost a lot of their defensive power.
Yeah.
And say goodbye to your core.
I think that was well played by the Owls. It was very calculated. As you know, I think they were planning for the core, but they were just wait. You know, they backed off, waited for someone to step out, got the kill, and
And did you see the Lunara get deleted at the end?
yeah.
Imperious Spear followed by Chomp, and there goes all of Lunara's health.
Yeah. So, well played to both teams. That was quite a close match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very back and forth. I honestly think the macro pressure from our exterminators, there seemed to be a constant camp pushing in one of the lanes. And I think Sloth Highlords, just when they won fights and stuff, they weren't able to really get the advantage. Whereas, like, going the other way, Owls would get a kill just before the objective spawns, or, you know, like, they'd get the picks at the right time to be able to get the dragon.
Yeah.
So it just worked out in their favor that little bit more. But I certainly would say Sloth Highlords perfectly capable of winning the team fights. So it looked very competent in the engagers.
Yeah.
Perhaps there was a couple of times they could have been more aggressive, or as well as also not fighting when they were very overextended.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, no reason to think going into the second game that it couldn't go the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, we said it. I think we said it last time we cast them. It's clear that the Owls are comfortable on Dragonshire. You know, they're always on point with those macro decisions. So, you know, if we end up going to a map that they're not as comfortable with, I think the Sloth Highlords could be, you know, it could be a lot more competitive. And I mean, it was close enough in that match, but I reckon it could be even closer.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that was the biggest mistake for Sloth Highlords. It wasn't anything that they picked or that they did in game. The biggest mistake was just letting our exterminators have their most comfortable map.
Yeah, definitely.
They've won it. Well, they've won it what, 7 out of 8 times now. Yeah, I mean they should have just banned it out.
Yeah.
It's not a map they like either. So
Highlords have gone for first pick, and the Owls are going to take us to Cursed Hollow.
Okay.
I'll look for each team.
So, I mean, it's only been picked once by Owl Exterminators before. They've played on it twice and they have a 50% win rate. So it's not necessarily like this is their most tried and tested map as a team. But that said, this stage of the season, with a team that's played multiple seasons in the past, no reason to think they won't dig up some old strategy.
Yeah, definitely.
Come at us with that. On the other side, Sloth Highlords kind of surprising me by giving up map choice, because they've now been taken to a map. I mean, after you've just played on a map that the other team was very comfortable on, you're now being taken onto a map that you haven't picked at all this season, that you've played on 5 times, and you've won 2 out of the 5. So it's the win rate could be worse, but certainly could be better.
Yep.
How important is that first pick to them? It wasn't huge in the game they just had. Tassadar was likely to be let through either way.
That's true. I'll have to see if they go for that Tassadar once more.
This is the stage where I start looking at their hero pool, hoping for something cheesy they can pull out on Curse. But obviously, with 2 subs, we're less likely to spot it. No murky
Definitely.
And same vice versa, looking at Owl Exterminators, there's nothing too obvious.
Seen Abathur a few times from Sloth Highlords. Might see him on this map. They've lost all 4 games when they played him, but still,
no. That makes me sad.
This could be the 1 in 5.
And again, like with the subs, we don't know. One of these subs could secretly be a Viking main or
Yeah,
something like that, and we could really get something special. I think at this
definitely.
stage of the season where you're out of the Epic Cup, this is. I mean, it's a game where you can deny Owl Exterminators from getting through potentially, but you can have a bit of fun with it as well. So if you wanted to try some crazy comp or crazy strat, it's a good time to test it out ready for next season, right?
Exactly.
Do you know at this stage would Sloth Highlords be moving up from Div 5 to Div 4?
No, they wouldn't. They finished 9th in Division 5, so
Yeah,
as long
so
as they don't change any of the team, then they'll be in Division 5 next season.
if you go in expecting to be in Div 5 again, again, just have a bit of fun with this. See if you can come up with something new for next season, maybe.
Yeah. Right. Going into draft now. Game 2. Betting for So, what would you ban from game 1, Yimik?
What would I ban
Yeah.
that I wouldn't have liked playing in the Owl Exterminators? I don't think there was anything that was that scary, to be honest. I mean, the Orphea tried playing very aggressively, but you actually punished her quite a lot for it. I mean, the Rhaegar Bloodlust, but even that, there you go, they banned it. But they did a fairly good job at disengaging from the Bloodlust quite
Yeah,
often.
that's true.
On Cursed Hollow, obviously, there's quite a lot of situations where you are overextended. But I often think on this map anyway, there's more of a focus on the mages and the choke points. So
Yeah.
Bloodlust and that kind of like auto attack
I
build is
wonder.
a bit less strong here.
I wonder if they might be going for a little bit of a support choke. They might pick up the Anduin themselves first pick.
I mean, that's what I would have considered last game. Just get him off his comfort picks, force him onto. I mean, if you're forcing, I know you're going to be forcing a Decador and Anna probably by the looks of it, but you can kind of then go, right, we know what support he's likely to pick. Let's
Yep.
come up with a strategy to counter that.
Alganis ban again. In the Abathur ban, is Cho'Gall going to get through? I'm not saying they should play him here, but with nothing.
It's probably one of the worst Cho'Gall maps.
Yeah, but with nothing left to lose, he's recently been buffed. You never know.
I mean, he's fun after the buffs, so just play it for that reason.
Yeah. ETC banned out. No mosh pits this match. This game. And here is the first pick that we were. There we go, Johanna. So
Solid choice, isn't she? It's just
yeah,
that safe bet. Doesn't give anything away of your strategy either. Anything could happen after a Johanna pick. And maybe see Diablo, I'm kind of hoping, because he's fun.
yeah.
Cassio Anduin. I mean, yeah, I kind of forgot to say the Cassia. That's probably worth fanning. Too late now.
Yeah,
It was fairly painful for them last game. I think there was a few times where ETC in particular did quite a good job CCing Cassia as she came in, but there wasn't enough of a follow up to kill her.
yeah. They never really. They only ever had that focus on Imperius really. Speaking of, Alfurion Imperius picked up. So
This time it's Imperius solo lane. Now
yeah,
there is stuff that beats Imperius on the solo lane, but generally he's a bit of a beast, isn't he?
yeah,
And having that spear into a Malfurion route, you could hurt a lot of people in choke points with that.
yeah. Just from a macro perspective, I've never liked the idea of Imperius on maps like this, on bigger
No,
maps, just
I
because
prefer more small maps.
yeah, his wave clear is okay, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, and I mean, for example, Alex Exterminators play full stad. You could easily put a full stad on the solo lane against the
Yeah,
Imperius. You can kite the Imperius around, clear the wave just as quickly, and then obviously you get the
yeah.
macro global value.
Yeah, on the other side, we might see a Sonya, for example, from the Owls, and her wave players are okay as well, but she can do the camps. And yeah, I don't know. They need to make sure they get team fight value from Imperius. I think
Yes,
need to get those kills, make it worthwhile.
I think just get there early.
There is the Falstad.
Also, and the Diablo, which I asked for. So thank you, Alex Exterminators. You delivered on my request. I, I mean, that's my betting decided right there, isn't it?
Yep. Okay.
Sorry to say it. I think Diablo's great on this map, particularly with a light bomb.
Yep. Definitely.
Particularly with a Cassia following up on it.
Rain.
I mean, I like their team fight potential.
Yeah.
And again, if you're looking like Spear, Malfurion roots followed up by a Li Ming, but realistically, that's going to be on a Diablo who probably can tank it and survive.
I mean, Imperius can put out a lot of damage onto him, so.
I'd be probably looking at taking Spell Shield as Diablo.
Deathwing. Okay.
Ooh, I mean, it's more global. It's a lot of pressure in those choke points. I don't hate it. We don't play much Deathwing. But yeah. Decision made. I mean, decision was made before the Deathwing, and the Deathwing didn't put me off.
Fair enough. I think Sloth Highlords, I don't mind their comp too much. I think they've got a good chance here. I believe.
I need enough people to bet B for me to make up for the 100 points I lost on the last one. The betting slowed down a bit in this. I think enough people put all their points on at A last time.
Yeah. So that.
So, I mean, we could potentially get like Deathwing bot, full stab top, Cassia getting camps, just Diablo in lane. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I think in terms of macro and just being able to control this map, I really like our Exterminators comp. So on the left, we do have our Exterminators, Dudley playing Diablo, Ash playing Falstad, Jig playing Deathwing, No Scope Ninja playing Cassia, and Fallop playing Andor.
And on the right hand side, we have Sloth Highlords, hoping to go out with a bang in what might be the last map of their season. BW Bloody on Imperius, Strider on Johanna, Galgar on Li Ming, Colesus on Malfurion, and Seashell on Reyna.
I'm very disappointed that the stitches weren't allowed because he's good. His wave clear now is significant enough to make a bit of a difference to him. So, and that extra hook range, oh, beautiful. Oh.
Maybe another day. So Imperius starting top, and the Owls have sent 5 to mid to start off with.
Yeah, I guess they're just gonna fly up.
So early talking point, so looking at silence, everything looks fairly straightforward. Johanna's gone for Laws of Hope. Now we saw Hold Your Ground get nerfed in the most recent patch. What are your thoughts as a Johanna main?
I would still normally prioritize the Hold Your Ground.
Yep.
But that said, you've got Malfurion as your support, so the extra heal. It's like Malfurion is one of those where I would consider Laws of Hope, because I don't. Right? Like, you can't always give you the healing when you need it.
Yeah.
I would also say that there's not that much CC on the other team for her to worry about. You've got the Diablo stun, which is like, if you fucked up and you're in that position, he's going to get that stun on you anyway.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I mean, it's not that much for her to worry about.
No.
So I guess, yeah, I don't hate her choice. It's one, it's more of a consideration now, isn't it, for the Johanna players?
Yeah. So Sloth Highlords picking up their siege camp as the Owls go for their bruises, so nothing unusual there.
Not quite what I expected in terms of laning. Diablo top against
yeah.
Imperius.
Well, Falstad flew to the bruiser camp after the we're putting pressure on Imperius, so yeah, interesting choice, but seemed confidently done, so it's all part of the plan, it seems. Sloth's now picking up their bruises as well, a little bit later than Owls as they go to their sieges before the first objective. Interesting matchup, Li Ming and Deathwing on bot, but Li Ming isn't dying, so yeah, seems good.
I don't know what Matthew. I mean, I know he's waiting to get that, but could have probably gone to lane, helped his team out a bit, and gone back to it at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's maybe he's multitasking. You know, he's
maybe he's doing some shot calling from there or something.
Yeah, maybe. So it is picked up as the Owls camp is cleaned up. So there'll be bruises in mid, sieges in top. Diablo's coming mid.
I thought Imperius was going to dismount Diablo then, but he's let him go. So are they not going to contest this, or is he just going to be late?
I mean, they have good poke with the...
They are testing it.
Yeah, they have good poke with the Li Ming to delay it while Imperius slows top, but they do need to be careful.
Full starts clearing mid as well, so they're not necessarily at a numbers disadvantage just yet. But I would not want to be fighting there without Imperius.
Yeah. We'll see. They might choose to back up once Falstad flies in.
Have you seen any great stuns from this Diablo yet? He was struggling to get a position there, so Sloth Highlords obviously doing quite a good job at avoiding giving him the angles. That's the unstoppable from Johanna.
Here's Falstad.
Nearly timed out just as that full start arrived. Pressure on Jimmy as well. And Deathwing's pushing in for aggression. So there's plenty of room here for full start to channel if they just keep that.
Falstad gets the channel. Yeah.
Got the channel. Imperius is still mid, so
yeah, he's still soaking away. So no real intent of coming down and helping. So it looks like they were just trying to stall it out while he picked up a bit of soak and cleared out the sieges a little bit.
Both teams fairly even on XP. No huge advantage coming from that. No kills yet either. Cassius looking for that first kill on the Malfurion. Not going to get it though. Jimmy's getting his siege camps and Ming's putting the damage out on Deathwing and bot lane. He's going to have to heal up sometime soon.
Yeah, she's got Triumvirate now on 4, so she can really poke away at him. Do quite a lot of damage. Yeah, is the gank attempt on Ming if she's not careful, but Diablo shows, so... Yeah, very, very passive so far. Similar to game 1, no real hard commitments.
Full start with Boomerang trying to double soak, I think. So they get the 4-man pushing bot and then full start double soaking, which isn't the most conventional thing you see anymore.
No, but...
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Ahead of Imperius, that's for sure. And they're making their way to mid. But
Cassia's in a bit of trouble. She dodges the root. Is she going to be okay here? Ooh,
she does a
40
really
health.
nice job getting out there. That was so lucky. And they're going to have to give this curse, definitely. Diablo's not even attempting to leave bot yet.
Oh, here's the Deathwing poke. Poking away.
It's going to interrupt
Going to interrupt all 3 of them.
Don't want to stand that close to each other, guys.
And here he's going to land.
Diablo's here, arrived just in time. Pressure on Malfurion straight away.
Deathwing's very low. He does go down.
None of the damage able to follow up, really. So the tank's a bit overextended. Fulstad wants Li Ming. He's just gotten himself in a lot of trouble there.
Both teams have hit 10.
He gets the Li Ming, but gets rooted and died. Here goes Imperius. 3v3 now. Zoning Hyperion. Blessed Shield takes down Cassia's armor. But
there's Light Bomb.
Light Bomb wasted on an unstoppable Johanna. Jimmy just dodging the Valkyrie. It still could go either way. Diablo's out of mana and he's going to go tap. So it's going to cool down the fighting for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we are about to be back to 5v5, still at this stalemate over the second tribute.
So both 3 heroics up on the side of Sloth Highlords, 2 for the Owls, but Joanna is at half health.
Both teams pushing in. I think this is very brave of the Johanna to still be pushing forward. And Li Ming caught on the rotation there. You don't want to be there. Yeah, Deathwing now arriving.
Nice combo on Falstad.
Jimmy and Li Ming finishing off Falstad.
Rainer could be isolated here if he's not careful.
Yeah, I really thought that they were going to get rid of that Jimmy and Li Ming a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. So, Sloth Highlord's eventually going to channel this objective, which isn't the most important of objectives. I'm surprised to see such a long fight over it, but it was, it was fun to watch.
To start off with, on that kind of first engage, Deathwing and Diablo went in very hard, and obviously Deathwing died very quickly. And even again on the second there, they just kind of forgot about their backline. Like, I know you're quite a divey comp, but if Cassia and Falstad aren't following up on you, you've got to go back and help them.
Yeah. So Sloth Highlords, yeah, very decisive on that boss. Owls. Yeah, I think they kind of clocked on. They saw them missing, so they've started their own. The Highlords are unlikely to be able to get here in time to contest, so it'd be surprising to see them try. They can give this tribute as well. It's in a bad position for them. Got a bit of damage on mid. They're going to take a tower. Well, the minions are. Don't think we're going to see much happen here. I'd be surprised to see the Highlords take a fight.
I'll be surprised. Exterminators, obviously Falstad's going top, so I think they're going to get this uncontested though. Oh no, not quite.
Bit of poke from Johanna, but Jimmy and Ming are clearing up the boss, so I think it's just delaying tactics for now.
Well, both teams kind of not really wanting to commit.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes. Deathwing's going in. That's zoning. Underwind could channel now.
Furion's in a lot of trouble. Twilight Dream on Cassia, but she's probably going to kill him. Nope, she gets zoned out.
She gets zoned, and there's the CC to secure her to kill.
Nope, she's walking out alive. Light bomb on Diablo, hits 4.
4, and there's the Cataclysm as well. Nicely done. Still no one channeling. They almost forgot about the tribute.
Yeah.
Literally at any stage there, someone could have just channeled it and walked away.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going back in. Valkyrie's still up, Wave of Force. But otherwise, everything is on cooldown. Sloth Highlords backing off a little bit.
I mean, Deathwing's going to buy them enough time that they can really heal up, get ready to come back and get this. So
yep.
I quite like this as a strategy. Obviously, the early game it's going to be more valuable than the late game. But Falstad starts the channel. He is definitely going to get interrupted there. And Diablo's gone in, so they need to follow up. I would expect Deathwing to land any time now. Here we go. And they are fully zoned. Falstad gets the objective, and they can go back to their lanes.
So the boss got the fort on the bottom right, but the fort on top left is still standing for now. Shouldn't need much to take it down, but slight advantage to the Owls there. Both teams are level 13.
Agree with chat that level 7 Imperious choice was not to go. Can't tell you what I pick instead.
I think this spear talent is good, definitely good. Yeah, I don't know if the third talent's better, but the spear one's good. I can't remember. But yeah, this one I remember seemed really cool when he came out, but then it's not actually that good. Falstad bribes away the Bruiser camp, just gets away when Rainer and Malf get there, flies away to safety. So they'll have to clear that up.
Wanted the Li Ming in bot lane, but it's definitely not going to get her. Deathwing needs to be careful about burning too much health here, because we could find them rotate very quickly down to the objective from there.
Yeah, Falstad's picking up Siege Camp just before the objective. So
Yeah,
And
if Sloths go very aggressive here, they've got numbers advantage, but I don't think they're too aware of that right now.
no. So they can't let the owls have this, so they're going to have to do something, but they also have to be wary of the siege camp pushing on top, and the impending level 16 that the owls will get eventually, if this drags on too long.
There's the zoning routes, and here comes the Deathwing interrupts, so yeah, no pressure for Sloths. They can rely on the Deathwing a little bit more, and the third Deathwing interrupt is yet to come out. So after this interrupt, this is when we're going to look for the engage from Sloths now. Their ability to delay is running out.
The owls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. My bad.
But yeah, they're getting close to 16 now, so this is fine for the owl exterminators. Nearly getting 16. That siege camp is going to start
Blessed
pushing.
Shield just got wasted, and that is an opportunity. So Cassia straight away goes in, knowing she's not going to get that Blessed Shield. Imperius doesn't get the stun. Gus disengaging. They can put a bit of damage on that Johanna, and there was not enough there to get Deathwing to land, which surprises me. I would have thought as soon as that Blessed Shield was missed, that Deathwing would have taken that Q.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's
Out
the
comes
Hyperion.
Hyperion.
Now, it's obviously a good zoning ult, but they need to get this channel done before the end of it, and here comes the Deathwing interrupt. Bam. Not going to get that off. And you still have Alex Exterminators ready for a fight, and Lunara loses Li Ming loses half her health. Cassia destroys the Li Ming, but she just gets out. Cassia dies instead. Light Bomb wasted, but this is a good APOC. Gets 2 in the stun. Deathwing trying to kill Jimmy. Zoning Cataclysm, and Imperius focusing on Diablo and doing good work, but in comes the rest of our Exterminators, and they kill Imperius. Another Gus goes out. He's going to look for 1v1 on Ming. Gets chased down by Jimmy and is now in a lot of trouble. Blessed Shield back off cooldown, secures that kill on full stab. Diablo's in. He's not going to get the Li Ming. And things are starting to go the way of Sloths here. If Li Ming can stay alive, do not stand near a wall, though.
Oh, she might be in trouble
One
here.
auto attack. Nope. No, she gets away. Jimmy trying to finish off the Diablo, who goes in and gets the stun. Oh, it's going to be close. Jimmy dies, Deathwing dies, and they can now get the objective.
Oh, can they? Here's Cassia. Everyone's on half health. Cassia's
Oh
gonna
my
take down
days.
Malfurion.
Goodbye, Malfurion. If you're
Here
Li
goes
Ming, you
Ming.
run, and she just gonna get deleted as well, surely. Oh, she got out with a fraction of her health last time Cassia went after her, but not this time.
Is Diablo gonna be in trouble now?
Light Bomb gets the proc on both of them. Imperius staying alive, but Johanna not enough to save herself from Li Ming. And this is the first time I'm starting to convert into that belief that Cassia is as powerful as people believe.
Yep, just absolutely wrecking everyone in the face. So that was an incredibly long tribute, which will lead to a curse for our Exterminators. While that was happening, the siege camp on top did get the top right fort, which will be good for them.
How did they not nerf the Surge of Light?
They did nerf that, didn't they? I thought.
Did they?
A little bit.
Doesn't look like they nerfed it enough.
Not enough.
It is very bursty right now.
Yeah. So lots of pressure being put on by the owls. Valkyrie misses.
This has a very similar feeling to the last game, where there was a whole load of back and forth, slight advantage in the favour of owls, and then they win a team fight late game, and look at the pressure they can put on now at this stage.
Yeah, they
definitely gets out with a sliver of health, but Cassia's putting damage on Jimmy. Blessed Shield on Cassia, Imperius Spear, and that's why we ban Anduin.
Yeah, pick would have been perfect there.
That Cassia getting away there is really going to sting for Sloths. And just look at that annoying full stat in top lane, pushing that in. So Imperius and 3 others going up to stop full stat. Put a nice bit of damage there on that top keep. No keeps falling. So I think, again, Sloth's probably quite happy with that. I'll Exterminator straight onto the boss, though. No hesitation here.
Yep, Sloths, meanwhile, picking up the bruises. Not starting the boss. Might have been nice to start the boss and then they could have had some keep pressure themselves. They're starting it now, but
Diablo's on his way top.
yeah, Owls can
He
maybe
wants
get
that
there in
intro.
time.
Definitely
Maybe.
has got some healing up to do. And waiting the 3 seconds to be able to fly. Deathwing's flying up. Diablo's there. He's ready to interrupt, but
Battlestad's
he is
going with the
low.
Gust.
That's a nice route. Here's the Gust. Not able to get the objective, but enough time to buy for Diablo. Full stats dead. Here comes Deathwing, and everyone is grouped up. It's an absolute mess, but perfect for a light bomb. Goodbye, Johanna. Goodbye, Malfurion. That's GG. Boss in bot lane, boss in top lane. They're going to be through to core before anyone is back alive.
Yeah, it was nicely done. It looked like it could have gone either way at one point that fight if Lee Ming had maybe got another reset, but
When that full stat got deleted, that was their great opportunity for Sloths, but it wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. And I mean, like I said, yeah, they played well. Both games had a lot of back and forth, and realistically, both games up until about level 18 could have gone either way.
yeah,
And then
definitely.
there was just a couple decisive fights late game that decided it.
Yeah, the Owls sort of flicked a switch, and as soon as they get that one team fight, they've just kind of snowballed it into a win.
Yeah, I mean, well played, well deserved. They had 2 maps that they were very confident on, so I imagine they'll have been happy with those map choices. Are we going to see if we get a winners interview?
I can ask.
I mean, are you surprised when I ask for it?
I'm always surprised. Um,
Having a quick look to see how much Cassia they've actually played this season. Has it been banned? I mean, they played only 4 times before now with 100% win rate. So it's now 6 times with 100%.
nice. I've asked for a quick interview, and the answer is yes.
Excellent. I shall make myself take over to the interview room where they're already waiting.
Yes.
So,
Hello.
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 Well done. I imagine you guys are very happy.
Mm-hmm.
1-2 games wasn't as clean as we thought it would be, but in the end we won. So
Yeah, I mean, both games had a lot of back and forth in the team fights. Do you think the fact they bought 2 subs, do you think that kind of caught you off guard because of perhaps playing heroes you didn't expect?
I'm not sure. I played the main tank Imperius in the first game, and I practiced it a bit in Storm Week, but not really coordinated. So that was a bit wonky for me.
Okay.
But
Were you
I don't
finding-
think the sub matter too much. I think we just play our own game. Just out macro the teams. As in game 2, we got 2 globals and Felstad Deathwing. And we just let the map play itself.
Were you very surprised when they let Dragonshire through?
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah.
Obviously, it was quite clear early on that you were very coordinated on timings, getting the camps when they were a bit distracted. Is it kind of the larger macro maps, the ones that you guys have found have worked in your favor towards the end of the season compared to other teams?
We've just always been macro maps. Like, that's one thing we've always been really solid with. I think this season, more than any other, we've tightened that up a lot more.
Yeah.
As well as a few other things, and I think it shows.
Yeah, definitely. Macro was always one of our strong points, even in the past seasons.
Yeah.
We're just very coordinated, very vocal about things. And that just gives us a lot of information, and I know, just works for us.
Did
The
it perhaps...
skirmishes in. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you go.
Yeah, the skirmishers in game 1 weren't really going in our favour. We were just eating loads of damage from Lunara, making it really difficult to pressure where we wanted to.
Yeah.
But seemed to overcome that a little bit.
As that leads perfectly onto the question I was going to ask. Firstly, did it kind of surprise you that the Cassia was let through both games?
Yes.
For you?
Yes, for sure.
With the 100% win rate. But then, you were getting, obviously, Bloodlust Cassia is a very nice combo, but it didn't feel like you were getting as much value there as typically you'd expect to see. Do you think
Tassadar walls were amazing.
Okay.
Just stopping us from going forwards.
Yeah, I saw a couple nice, just kind of W's from the ETC as well, just perfectly timed as the Bloodlust
Dying
went
the
off.
spear. That was very frustrating.
I can confirm the Tastadar was one of the subs. So
Okay.
yeah, it was
cheating, rigged.
Experienced Tastadar player ruining your Bloodlust value, I'm afraid to say.
Exactly.
But you got a lot more Cassia value in that second game.
Yeah. In the fight bottom, over the curse that lasted like 3 minutes, I think. And that was insane. We were waiting for level 16. We had the Deathwing poke, and we had the Siege Giant still top. So we were playing it super slow.
No, I did see Tiger in chat surprised to see the player on Deathwing. So I don't know if you don't normally have a Deathwing player or.
It is not something we've run a lot. It is definitely something we can pick up.
I mean, and was it your strategy from the outset to just have that Deathwing stall out the objectives as long as possible? Yeah, it worked very nicely. And we cottoned on that you were waiting for level 16. And actually, I think you kind of lost that fight initially.
Yeah, Cassia went for Valkyrie on the Ming.
Yeah.
Got out with 1 HP. Cassia died. And then we got the 16, and we were able to make it a 2-for-2 and keep delaying.
I was going to say you were able to stall it out long enough for Cassia to come back and get the revenge on Li Ming. Got it the second time.
I was screaming, "Get out! We just give this objective," and then I see Cassia getting a double kill. I'm like, "Oh well, okay, that's fine, I guess."
Now we've seen a few people recently going for the solo tank Imperius. It's certainly becoming more popular.
Yeah.
We personally don't play it because I guess we like the other tank just as the CC chain. Did you find it kind of with kind of Lunara, Tassadar just a bit squishy, or?
The thing is that huge amounts of poke, and it was really annoying to play into. The ETC was very good with his face melts.
Yeah.
But usually if you play into, let's say, a Johanna or something, the Imperius can be super strong. Especially since Lunara doesn't have the leaping strike in game 1.
Well, you say that, but obviously you just had an Imperius playing into a Diablo, and he was able to chunk your health quite significantly. So I think it surprised me you weren't necessarily suffering a bit more against that Imperius in the second game.
Yeah, I tried to stay away from him as much as possible, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Just let my team do stuff.
Obviously, you guys are, if I'm correct in saying, you're going to be through now in the Epic Cup.
Yes.
Big expectations, or is it just having fun in the knockout in the final day?
Win it all.
Gonna win it all.
Exactly.
There we go.
I'll conservatively say both.
We're not for fun players, Ash.
Win it all and have fun because you've won.
Exactly.
That's the strategy.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Fair enough. Well, do you have any shout outs you want to do?
Ash?
Opponents, our team, and our wonderful casters, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
And before I go, Poppin, do you have any questions?
No, that's nothing from me. Just good luck in your match tomorrow.
Also, tomorrow. But Poppin, we'll see you on Sunday, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got to tell you off. You didn't turn up for training.
Yeah.
Poppin was all set for training, and
I did.
here I am. I log into HOTS, and Poppin was on his Todd all alone.
Oh,
Vibrate
Sad
habit
man.
of a lifetime.
No, good luck, and obviously I'll be watching your games, particularly when you've got Poppin in your team. So
Yeah, I figured. Thanks for the cast, guys.
Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you
See ya.
later.
Bye.
And back to our Discord. I lost you, Mick. There's you, Mick.
I entirely forgot until the end that you were about to be playing with them rather than just casting them.
Yes.
Has that match left you feeling inspired?
Well, it's scary because they were coordinated, and we don't normally do that kind of thing.
What? Take that back. You've got those support plays to follow up on tank engages, so
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, you said it was they definitely qualified, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't remember how the playoff things work without looking at them. But if they lose to Sops tomorrow, match wins, head.
I didn't ask any questions about Anduin. I do apologise. It should have been banned. That's why we ignored it. But if you see someone's played 13 matches with Anduin, you just ban it.
I think if they lose 2-0 to Sops, then they might be in trouble and they might not qualify. We'll see.
Okay, so they have a serious match to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time's the match tomorrow? If anyone wants to watch it.
The match tomorrow is this 8 p.m. CEST.
But we are not casting that tomorrow.
I don't think we will be.
What are we casting?
We'll hopefully be casting Hands Up and Johnny Sins Butt Buddies.
So
We've not cast Johnny Sins yet, so
who are one of the best Div 4 teams. So
yeah.
we're going to cast Johnny Sins tomorrow at 7.
And 8. Well, it's 7 for us, but we, you know.
8 European time, 7 UK time. Simultaneously, our Exterminators will be playing their final game tomorrow. No one's casting it at the moment, but I'm sure we can get an update during our cast.
A live update.
We'll give you live updates. News just coming in. Our Exterminators go 1 game up, and it'll be very exciting. So if you want to catch all that, watch us tomorrow. If not, thanks for watching today.
Yeah, that's not actually going to happen, but okay.
It will. It will make it happen.
Okay.
I'm sure someone can let us know how the match is going.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Cool. See ya. Bye.
Bye.